Good evening and happy Tuesday. It is Handelabra Live, as is usually the case on Tuesdays. I'm John, aka Migrant P, lead developer at Handelabra, and I'm going to play some of our digital tabletop games. Spirit Island tonight, I think. At least that's what I put, so I better. Handelabra Games believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible. That includes Black Lives Matter and trans rights. Anyone working against those goals is not welcome and will not be tolerated. And yeah, be excellent to one another. Say hello in the chat if you are watching and you would like to say hi. If you don't, that's okay too. We're gonna go ahead with, yes, Spirit Island Tuesday. Today I got my booster shot, so I'm not gonna play a super long stream, but we'll play at least a game of Spirit Island and we'll see how it goes. Hello, Evil Dice Monkey. Yeah, no big second wave thing tonight, probably. I'm going to press quick play, I think 2 spirits, and difficulty rating 14+. So this will be a 14+ only stream. Let's make a prediction. Will I win? Quick play 14+. And you don't get to know what the thing is, and I don't get to either until it goes. So let's start prediction. You have 2 minutes to make a prediction with your Handelabra points. Whether you think I will or not win such a game. And I will chit-chat for 2 minutes. What else is new? We got a new update to the multiplayer public beta late last week, so that has made some improvements with the game getting out of sync, especially. There's still some bugs, of course, but there are less bugs, fewer bugs, and we're continuing to work on more functionality and features as well. We're also doing a bunch of work on the New Age Expedition mode. I was thinking potentially of getting that into preview this week, but I think that's going to be potentially, fingers crossed, previewing that on Handelabra Live next Tuesday. So look forward to that. I guess I'm going to have to play on Extinction difficulty or something. Probably not. Sparky Wolf will never say win. I'm going to have to switch the predictions to be like no and yes and see if he notices. Still goes with vote number 2. Yeah. So yeah. Time is ticking down. We'll see what we've got. Give any last minute voters the chance to know what it's going to be. How about that? We have Prussia 6. Well, that happened last week too. But it's Dahan Insurrection. And so Prussia 6 is as usual. And Dahan Insurrection, when an action moves 1 or more Dahan, each Dahan that moved does 1 damage in their land. After an action destroys 1 or more building, add 1 per building destroyed. They're added land with Dahan closest to the destroyed one. And, sorry, add new invaders. Hello, Takewalker. And then there's different terror level cards, basically. I've never actually gotten to the terror level victory thing before. So yeah, so we'll see. I don't think I've probably played this combination before. We've got Prussia 6 bonus buildings, and we've got lightning and earth. So this is the ultimate challenge. Not the ultimate challenge, really, but it's pretty hard. Like, it's one of the harder setups because this is difficulty 4, and this is difficulty 10, so it's 14. Let's see if Earth, yeah, so they start off going into where Earth is, which is convenient. Not where Earth is in both of their lands, but we definitely, I think, want to prevent this cascade here. So That is range 2 away. No, it's range 1 away, so we can just use this and get energy. What would we play? Draw of the Fruitful Earth, I suppose. Potentially stop a build in a sand. If they happen to draw sand, that's like the only... I guess also jungle. Could stop jungle or sand build. Probably worth playing it. Let's try going up the energy check. I've often been going to the 2 card play spot recently, but let's try just going up to the 6 energy spot and then going up card plays. I haven't done that too much. Let's do that just to mix it up. Welcome, Level Up Leo. How was Cuphead? I think you were streaming Cuphead, right? Hope you had a fun time with that. I just finished playing Firewatch on Xbox, actually. Just before this. But I wasn't streaming. Firewatch is not hard at all. It's like mostly a walking simulator story game. It's nice. Alright, Lightning. Lightning has a bunch of lands that are awful. But we can at least deal with 2 of these with town destructions. So I think we go the sort of often typical way. I don't know if I want to come all the way down here. I want to just make a sacred site here in this jungle, or maybe here in this sand. Not all the way down here, because I want to have range 1 from this as well. So we want to go up the energy track. Part of the strat. We do that. And then next turn, we do this. And we have lots of energy. I guess it doesn't matter which we play this turn, because we could play whichever we're playing the next 3 cards next turn. Either way. I guess I could Lightning Spoon this turn, actually. And stop 2 builds. Even though I'm defending it, we could stop 2 builds here. That seems quite alright. We'll let them build the towns, and we'll blow them up next turn. Playing expert mode, but for the second time, right? Yeah. I guess if we're going to stop 2 builds, I'd rather stop the build here where there's Blight, just in case, right? Maybe a bigger target for Rituals of Destruction. I don't know, just sort of changed my mind in the middle there. Oh, also we get to do damage when we move to Han. Hang on, we can even do more. Can we do more? Yeah, we can gather into here. That wouldn't stop, that would, yeah, okay, that's even better. That's better. Then it's worth putting presents in here instead. We're going back further. And actually, we're playing Harbingers. Oh, but Harbingers, we can't. Well, we can play Harbingers. We can play 2 cards. Let's just change everything. We're changing everything. So I don't need presents here. I can play... I totally forgot the scenario because gather 2 to Han, kills 2 explorers. We do want presents here because they're going to ravage here later. So draw the Fruitful Earth and Lightning Spoon. New plans. All right, we still can do this. We're only going to have 2 cards to play next turn anyway. I guess we want to sacrifice our whole innate. Push up to 2 to Han. There's no land up here that we can get 2 to Han to stop 2 builds, but we can stop 1 build. Then we can shatter homesteads next turn for the other build. I think that's okay. I like getting to the +2 energy is nice just to like, then our reclaim loop is a little easier to pull off. So we'll stop this build by pushing into here. We could also like destroy this town, but I think stopping the build, like letting that happen is fine. Yeah. And we could still get the fear if we wanted to by pushing. Oh, I can't see that guy. All right, I didn't put presents in the right place for lightning. No, we can undo that. I mean, we could have undid anyways, but... do I want to make a sacred site just to see these 2 to Han? It's kind of... I guess I could just make a bigger sacred site here. We could also choose this turn. And then just do the 3-card plays and destroy the towns? Yeah, okay. You convinced me. So, prevent the city. Right. Now we can prevent 2 builds. Because we can harbinge these 2 guys. Look at that, and then we destroy that. This is, yeah, this scenario just totally mixes up what your Dahan powers do. They make them so much better. And lightning spoon. Yeah, like suddenly fruitful earth is like also murders explorers, and with take these solo ones away from the city because of that event. So they're still going to build here, but they're easily defending it. And shatter homesteads, I'm going to wait for them to build here. I could stop this city, I guess. Maybe I stop the city and destroy the town in the fast phase. Sure. I convinced myself again. Oh wait, they made a... That makes an explorer, which we don't want. All right. Right. All right, we're going to destroy that now. We'll wait. Finish anyway. It might be a very undoey game, I guess. Can't go back now. Mountains again. Add a town to a land without town. So this jungle seems okay. And could do this back jungle. I don't love putting stuff in the back. Especially since there's no visibility back here now, is there? So maybe this jungle, even though there's blight. There is an explorer there already, obviously, but... Lightning's spoon. I like it. Actually, now we just need to get Dahan in these places where they get death by Dahan, potentially. And now here we can destroy this town, which does add a new explorer in the same land, so the ravage is still a problem. But so does that mean I should have done a different one? Could be this one, but I mean... Because I could potentially get a defend card for this and move Dahan in here. And then when I destroy the town in the fast phase, the explorer would go somewhere else. That's the thing. I don't want to destroy this town because that puts an extra explorer in here. I guess I still destroy this one. I can't rely on getting a defend card, and if I do, I'll just defend B1. Alright, we're reclaiming here because we're in a reclaim loop, and we have +2 energy though, so it's actually not so bad. No, wait, we only have +1 energy. Well, we have 3 energy. That's enough to play our 3 cards that we want, and maybe we get something else. Disorienting Landscape does not have... Yeah, these elements are okay, but none of them have both of the elements. Gold's Allure, which actually would be fast because lightning, except I don't have range to this mountain. Could gather a town and strafe it, but gathering an explorer as well is not good. Disorienting Landscape is okay. I'm not going to use it this turn, but I might use it in a future turn. If it had it needs to have fire. It really needs fire. Let's take Gold's Allure. Gold. Right? Gold's Allure. Gold's Allure. We're playing these, not that, but these, though. Right? I think that's necessary. I guess I don't need to play Lightning's Boon. I could play Gold's Allure if I just want that. I might not have enough air to do everything. I don't know that I would want to play gold to use Gold's Allure here, though. That's the thing. I guess I could just use it in the slow phase. That's the option there. Hope they don't get +1 damage. That would be bad. All right. Earth. Earth can gain a power card here and make a Sacred Site for that defense, and could also reclaim to Lightning's Boon the other card again, but let's not do that. Elusive Ambushes. Defend 4. Doesn't really help with anything that's a problem right now. You may gather 1 in a land that has Dahan already, though. Mountain Jungle defend 3. See, we don't really need to worry about defending. We're going to defend enough just by being there. It'd be nice to kill these things, but we don't have any Dahan movement with any of these that works that way. So they are going to build in these mountains. None of these are amazing for elements. I guess Call to Trade has 2 of the elements, and so does Dark and Tangled Woods. Guess that defend 3 is going to be handy. So let's grab that. And playing a card. Guess we get Stillness this. I don't really have a better... We could remove the Blight, but we can stop. Even if they would Cascade, they won't. So seems okay. We're getting like 1, 2... Yeah, we are getting a Blight from here. We could play Raging Storm, I guess, instead of Shatter Homesteads to stop that Blight. That's the only way right now, right? We didn't get a power. I guess we got a power. We could have taken Disorienting Landscape. That seems bad to just do for that when we could just play Raging Storm. What if we do that? Stop a Blight, save it to Han. Oh, I guess Harbinger. We were thinking of Harbingers actually to do that, right? Just like push this to Han here, and that solves that. I think. Yeah, that's better. We could also, yeah, we can't reach this with Gold's Allure. It's like Gold's Allure is for here, basically. in the slow phase. It's nice that it's free. If we used Lightning's Boon, we wouldn't really get much out of it here, right? So, yeah, I think this is fine. Yeah, so like 2 Blight, because that's getting stopped. So Harbingers from here. 2 Blight pending the event. It's much more Blight if the event gives +1 damage. And I don't have to use these fast. And there's really no advantage to doing so. I guess destroying this town means they don't explore this if it's sands. So that's okay. I wouldn't be able to gather. I could gather this town with Gold's Allure, so. And we can add the extra explorer here. All right. Each city does +2 damage. Well, that's fine. Add disease, but ignore disease during builds this phase. Cool. So I think if I wanted them to not build again, it would be in this land. And in this land, but they already got that stage, so let's choose this one here. Yeah, this land is gonna cascade next turn unless we can do something about it. Hey, we got tons of fear. So we got a fear card. Push 1 explorer into land with more than it came from. Oh, hey, that means we can stop these 2 builds. Actually, that build is stopped. That is Death by Dahan, because the event is not doing anything. Death by Dahan. Death by Death. So actually we can send this explorer who's building into here, where he's gonna die. That's just gonna be 1 extra damage now. And I mean, we could send this guy out because he's not gonna die. And I'd rather him not be there where Blight is. Probably. Just put it all in there. We'll get all our Dahan into here for rituals if we can. And coastal lands. So that mountain is going to continue. Oh, right. It's like, where did this explorer come from? From Dahan Insurrection. That's where. All right. So I wish I could hit this. But at least I can gather. Yeah, we're going to have to worry about numbers in that land. So strike this town. So this land is taken care of pending the event. Destroy a town. I think it's going to be... Yeah. We have to somehow deal with this mountain. I guess we could stillness. We could reclaim in stillness. Maybe that's what we should do. That might be a good idea. In which case, maybe we don't worry about that town and we just reduce what's going on in here. They're not building a city, but we can Raging Storm that land if we want to. Yeah. So is it worth reclaiming for perfect stillness? What's our defense options here? We could defend 3. We only have 1 card play. We could get a major power. Try our chances. Yeah, right now it's a lot of damage, right? It's 8. We'd have to have this and another card. Let's just get over there and perfect stillness it. That seems fine. I guess if we pull Dahan in, that's 2 damage. We have 4 damage of Dahan movement. Is that enough? 4 damage of Dahan movement kills... basically the city. I mean, we could kill explorers just to like strategically do stuff. We could kill the city. You know what? Actually, yeah, kill the city and... All right, let's... If we do that, we would play this. And then Raging Storm in there, right? We still need Harbingers. So we do this, which gets us 3 energy. Raging Storm, Harbingers, and Gold's Allure. That's 4 damage from things. We bring in as many explorers as we can, which kills... Raging Storm kills them all. Actually, Raging Storm... We can kill the town as well. Yeah, I think that all works. We don't have defense. We still don't have enough defense. Can we kill everything, I guess, is the question. I guess we can, because we can destroy the town. Yeah, we can do it. We're leaving this stuff alone, but this mountain is the problem, so I think we can do it. Let's see what we get for another miner. We could push. We could also have this perfect card for lightning. Yes, please. Oh, right. I can't reach it with Raging Storm. There's the fatal flaw in the plan. Is it still fatal? That doesn't reach either. Shatter Homesteads works, but I can't afford it. There's too many explorers, right? We can at least work it through here and try it. We need to do this. We can always just go play Stillness, right? So like that's quite all right. I think there's just going to be too many buildings left. Yeah, there's still going to be like 5 explorers. That's the problem. And I was wanting to use Raging Storm, but I couldn't get that too. All right. Well, it's okay. We'll just play Stillness instead and do other things with lightning. So, what then? We want to leave these Dahan here. These Dahan could go in and do something here. We are blocking the Ravage. I need to like get more presents out. I guess the next turn is placing presents. And gaining energy. So we can start getting a little more visibility of the coast here. So we just let them build this again. Blow it up. We can blow up. They're not going to build a town here, actually. We can't see anything for... There's not enough towns around. We can destroy this town, in any case, with Shatter Homestead, so it's not a waste. We could just fire in the sky something next turn, too. Yeah, so maybe we pull off that thing next turn. So we work on it this turn with Harbingers and other things. Let's just change it like that. So do this. And Harbingers is push, right? So I want to push these 2 into here. Oops. Ah. Just like destroy 2 explorers. We get a fear card if we shatter. Guess there's a chance. So we played Lightning Spoon. Actually, just played Lightning Spoon for the elements, didn't we? We're not using it. Let's change that, maybe. Goldzor is cheaper. We can use it in the slow phase here. Might not do anything, but... This doesn't even have to be in the fast phase either. It is fear. Fire in the Sky is fear. And if we striping that's totally worth it. Just thinking of like, can we get a fear card? Sorry, my mouse is being weird. Play Fire in the Sky instead. Sorry, we're just changing our plays. Oh, it's range 1 of a Sacred Site, which is like not anything useful at all. Alright. Goldzor it is. So... I don't think we're getting a fear card. Click a land to add an explorer. Oh, right, because it has to be land with Dahan. Well, I mean, I could have made it the same land, but we'd probably rather it be a different land anyway, right? Then we blow up this town with our innate and Goldzor in here. Even though there won't be a town, it will still strafe and explore, I guess. And we wanted it for the fire element and stillness here. So Ravage won't do anything because of stillness. And they're going to build a bunch of stuff. But not as much as you might think. Defend per Dahan. Well, I wish I let them Ravage. Not really. Oh, hey, we can actually take advantage, maybe. Push one explorer to an adjacent land without invaders. Maybe we can't. Yeah, can't really. On each board, push one beast to an adjacent land with no disease. It deals the damage there. Okay, that one can stop this build then, if we want. This one can like kill a guy we put into a place. So yeah, this wants to go somewhere without invaders. I mean, it may as well go back here. Is this just once per board? Yeah. Oh, it's in, no, it's in each land. So in here, rather it not go to the place with Blight. And here, it can go, yeah, to this jungle. Right, and this beast can go either D2 or D4, I guess. It could go into this other board. If we want to potentially add more beasts for free, that seems okay. And this one stops this build, which we were going to destroy the town, but just clean everything up. Why not? And explore wetlands. Well, there's going to be a town anyways. Let's put it here, so they put an explorer here. Oh, we don't have to add a town there. Right. Add a town somewhere. Right, if we put it here, they do explore there, which we don't want. So actually add a town somewhere else. Should think about it. Hey, open moose. I'd rather a town in this area not be this one that's going to ravage and then build. So I guess here where I have presence is okay. I should be closer to where lightning is, maybe. That's fine. Yeah, but over here, this is not seen right now. So D2 right now, I can just make a sacred site and that's defended. So I kind of want to not put it there. And then we can use guard the healing land to defend that, I guess. So I guess it's this jungle. Has to be this jungle. It's okay. Well, we are blowing it up like in a second, right? So. And yeah, like it's the only town. So. And let's add the explorers into this big pile of explorers. Here we can gather one over here to make that slightly easier. All right. So this, unfortunately, is just gonna cascade, I think. I don't know if that has to be the case. Well, actually, if I make a sacred site here, I can strafe the city. Yeah, okay. So if we do that, we're not expanding our range, unfortunately, but we need a sacred site for it. Let's start moving up the energy track to get to 2. Play our cards, strafe that, Raging Storm. Oh, we're not close enough to Raging Storm this. I don't know that there's like a way to solve both. At least that's not a cascade, right? I mean, we can defend that with guard the healing land. So maybe we just do that. We also have Lightning's Boon, so we could gather Dahan and kill them that way or whatever. This is dealt with automatically, pending the event. That's a blight. That isn't dealt with, but that's okay. So we could gain a power card here. We could get a major. Forget Dark and Tangled Woods, maybe. Now that we have +6 energy, we also have Lightning's Boon. Unlock the gates of deepest power. Seems pretty good. Cleansing Floods could remove the blight that gets added there. I like unlock the gates here. Let's do that. We also have this. This card works really well with it, right? Because they both have, this has 5 elements. So it's pretty nice for that. All right, let's go up card plays now. We're still actually gonna play this turn though, because we can easily defend this. So we don't need to play Raging Storm. Actually, we could save the energy. It still stops a build somewhere, right? Actually stops this build. So, okay. It's not exciting, but it does do something. And we get a fear card, which could stop it too. And we played lightning. We basically spent 4 energy for not a whole lot of reason, but we could have just played Fire in the Sky. Like, there are no towns. Like, we would want them to build this so that we can destroy it. Maybe we do only just play Fire in the Sky. Is that better? Like, because we don't have anything to do with this. We don't have anything to do with this. Raging Storm, like, works against that. Yeah, I think that's... It's just a turn where we play one card. We save 4 energy, right? So actually, we could have used the other... We could have placed 2 presents then. All right. If we're playing one card, let's get up to +2 energy. Then we're up to +2 energy. And we want a Sacred Site at range 1 from this. And we want to be close to this stuff. See, here is where we can't do both things, because we want the Sacred Site and we want blah, 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 but... So yeah, we can't play all 3 of those, or even more than 2 of them, but this is okay. I could play another power card, it's true. Alright, almost the same, but not quite. The event says, new species, aided by moon, of which we have 0. Now, Earth has 11 energy and could just pay for it, and also could discard a couple cards and reclaim next turn. Invasive species bloom, discard the top minor power. If it's fast, add blight, and return it back. 1 fear per player, add... Yeah, I think we're going to do the second thing. We're going to get energy as well, paid back from the event, and we're going to be adding disease to lands with Dahan and invaders. All right. So transmute the worst, and I think Earth is paying for the whole thing. We'll just discard cards and then pay 4 energy. And we add beasts to a land with a building. Maybe this one that's gonna have trouble. Could get a fear card that say they don't ravage in land with beast, right? Something like that. That's the only land on this with a building, and it's gonna go away, so they're not gonna escalate in that board. Add disease. Well, yeah, we may as well add it here. Oh, there. This is on. Has to have both Dahan and invaders. These guys are all dead. Probably D7 seems okay. It's a future city build. Skip a build. Cool. They're not building here, and they weren't going to build here anyway, but they won't build. So they're only building in 1 land. Oh, right. The town came from this rule, so they still have a building there for escalation. Jungle/wetlands. So they don't explore B8, but they're there already. Oh, and they don't explore B6. All right, no slow powers. So yeah, here we're gonna get 2 card plays, so we could reclaim and play 2. Seems probably good. We again have a sequence where they're gonna destroy themselves here. This is a cascade that's bad. And we're at 3 card plays still. Yeah, I think we're reclaiming here, right? We want to do more than that. We have 5 energy. This is potentially solving itself. Yeah, this would be a good target for Perfect Stillness because we don't have Dahan there. So maybe I reclaim and put presence here. because it is going to continue to be a problem we're going to want to deal with, so we want to be there. Stillness. We do have unlock the gates, but I kind of want to play Draw the Fruitful Earth and make it fast and use that here. Let's just see what Lightning gets for a card. We still have Strife as well. Steam Vents! Or Inflame the Fires, which is also very good. Defend 2 in each of its lands. Eh. Steam Vents, great elements. Can't quite get the threshold yet. Can we get Dahan in here in enough numbers to actually, like, instead of Stillness... Oh, we don't have a Sacred Site close enough to play my Defend card. I was wondering if we, like, do something to deal with that land as opposed to not. Steam Vents this guy. Still only get 3 cards, so it would have to be like Harbingers for Dahan. But there aren't enough Dahan nearby. That's the problem. Right, and that would have to be Lightning's Boon. Yeah, I think Stillness is probably better. Then, like, Draw the Fruitful Earth for the slow phase for this. I do want to play this sometime. How are you playing with only 1 card per turn on Vital Strength? By not taking presence from there and playing 1 card. That's how. And getting lots of energy. I mean, maybe we unlock the gates just to, like, get those gates unlocked. Get a major power for more major powers. That might help us deal with that next turn. So we don't need Lightning's Boon, because we're not doing that. Harbingers can be here to stop this, right? Pretty easily. So we don't even need Fire in the Sky then. Which is, I mean, that's an alternate solution for that. It is 2 fear, it's pretty good. Lightning Spoon. Steam Vents for here. Harbingers for this. What about this? We just blow up the town with Shatter Homesteads, which makes it Explorer come over here. Seems okay. We could also Gold's Allure and gather the town that they build, which is much cheaper. And we're going to be getting a major. And there's a town here we can blow up with our innate. All right, that seems good, right? So, Stillness, this Cascade. I mean, we can just do these things. So, because we're gonna not be able to undo with this. Steam Vents this guy. I guess we can Gold's Allure right now. Because we're going to do that later anyway. And then Thunder Destruction that. That stops the build entirely up here on this board. No build. They do build a city here. But that is what it is. They don't build or ravage here. So yeah, these are problem lands, but we'll get there. Alright, unlock the gates. I guess this is only one spirit gets a major power. I think it should probably still be Earth. Volcanic eruption! 20 damage. I'd have to have presence in this mountain, which is not hard for me to do. It does cascade, as does this would also. But 7 damage here, I could just use it here. That's pretty good for next turn if I get Lightning's Boon for it. It's pretty good elements too. I almost never actually get this card. Like, I never use it. I guess I have it. I'm here, but again, there's no thing around. These lands are the problem. Let's take Poison Land. It's a little more flexible. It's less damage, but it's also much cheaper. Not that that matters a lot for me. Let's do not forget an event in the single land with the most invaders. That is this one. Oh, it's a tie. Well, yeah, let's get rid of the guys in this one because we can push like a town down here to blow it up. Push 2 Han from a land with blight to a land without blight. It's gonna happen. Beasts are gonna move. Don't think the blight pushing is not actually. There's no Dahan in lands with blight on the board. So down here, that will cause them to build, but then again, they just build a town that gets destroyed. So, and these guys can go. I just want less to be in that land, I think, because it's like almost enough to be defended, so pretty easily. And Beast's Prowl. Beastie's Prowl. Put the beasts together, I guess. More fear. Yeah, no lands with Dahan for that. Each player adds strife to a town. I guess we should start thinking about how we're winning the game, too. Strife to a town. This one seems good. Oh, we're blowing that up, aren't we, with Poison Land? Poison Land is 7 damage, right? So that kills everything but the one Explorer. How do we win this game? There are no lands. Well, we have to get to Terror level 2, but we're going to be there soon. There are no lands where Town City outnumber Dahan. So right now there's 1, 2, 3. So there's a bunch still. This town's going to get blown up. I guess there's these towns getting blown up. There's not really adding strife to a town that matters. That one. I guess... Oh, they aren't building here. I'm going to blow that up. So... 2 strife on this town that isn't getting blown up. Maybe we'll get 1 damage per strife, right? That's a thing. Don't have to win. It's true. Yeah, Volcanic Eruption, if you get it at the right moment, it's like... It's like almost right. I could have used it for that land as well, I guess, if I put presence here. So, I don't know. I'm going to Poison Land it. Mountain Jungle. This might be another... Yeah, this is going to be a problematic land here. Thunder and Destruction. Yeah. Right there. So that land's, you know, most roughly taken care of. This is Death by Dahan, pending the event. I don't trust it. Not when there's like so little value to worrying about that. All right, we don't need to reclaim for lightning. We can play 4 cards and afford them all. We can even afford them all. So we can rack up to 5 card plays. So we're going to be starting with, we're going to be getting city destroys because we have perfect elements as well. So the question is, where do you want to be? We want to have a sacred site to stripe something. We can actually destroy this city. So like we can make this a sacred site, destroy the city, or strife it. Which takes care of the ravage. Be nice to have Dahan in there too. Here we're poison landing this. We can defend 4 here and remove blight. And actually lightning can probably destroy the town, and then the explorer would go over here. So that would take care of that as well. Okay. So lightning wants to be like here. Just like can see almost all of this board. We might be getting a power card for Earth too, but let's just see. We also have Raging Storm that I don't know what I'm doing with that. I guess we're stopping this build with it. I don't know what I'm doing with Fire in the Sky. I guess that can be part of that if we want. Yeah, we have so many things. We could gain a power card, get a minor, or another major. But we want to play Guard the Healing Land and Poison Land, I think, here. So we can have, yeah, we have Destroy 1 City, which is D3, I think. I'd love to get to Han. I guess we gain a power card so that we have more power cards. It's not something we're probably going to play. I guess we might come across something that lets us deal with that better. I don't know. Kind of want to reclaim Unlock the Gates. If we play Guard and Poison Land, we just don't have a sun, so we don't get that. That's alright. We don't really need to be gaining energy. Yeah, so let's just get a minor, which is going to be something we freaking forget later. Call to 10, remove a blight. Defend 4 in a jungle. Defend 5 in a land we're in. So we could look at like actually defending that instead, but eh. Push up to 3 to Han. That is what we're talking about. That's 3 damage. Alright. Add presence. Okay. Call to 10. I'm wondering, can 3 to Han do enough? We want the Dahan there, so I don't know. I think this is okay. So, what are we doing? Destroying this. They're like building a city here and stuff, but like they don't know what's going to hit them there. And we want to guard the healing land there. Lightning's boom for poison land. Which does leave an explorer because they did explore there, which is annoying. And add a town. Maybe here, because it won't increase the outnumbering. Right, so here they don't outnumber, and here they would outnumber if I put it there. So put it here. Where are they outnumbering? Here and here. You know what? We would have won if we did this in a different order. Oh no, because there was a city here and it was equal. But I think we might be able to win here. Add an explorer. Why? Oh, because of all the things I was destroying. Right. We have Shatter Homesteads, right? So we destroy... There's only 2 towns here, right? We blow this stuff up, we win. But there's no Dahan, so we can't. That's the problem. There's 1 land right now where they outnumber Dahan. And it's that. And they can't get Dahan there, so that's unfortunate. But if we strafe the city, they don't blight it again. And I don't know what's a good use of this. Probably here, because there's blight, or here. Well, Earth is there. Guess that's fine. And Shatter Homesteads could destroy this town to get an explorer killed here. We have enough defense here now. Guess it's like, may as well, right? I guess they're gonna build something somewhere else that might be more important than that. Like this. Sure. We're not getting to the point where there's no buildings, so. Move 1 town, 1 or 2 lands inland. That would have been nice to know about. I guess it's good we didn't destroy this, because we want to leave this town here. But then we don't want them to be out... Actually, can we cut it in a place where they stop outnumbering the Dahan? I don't think we can we? I guess this guy has to move. So he does have to start outnumbering. Put him in the sands here. And take this guy. Put him also outnumbering. Oh, and that guy got killed by the disease. Was there another disease spot? I don't think so. A fear card. They don't build in lands where Dahan outnumber. Well, there were more places where that was true. It's not going to actually affect anything at all, I don't think. Actually, yeah, no, they don't. They don't outnumber. This is where they... It's a slightly different condition. Alright, they built a whole bunch. Sands Mountains. How many cards do we have left? 1 after this. Alright, we better hurry. We better hurry and win. Alright, Shatter Homesteads. Can take care of this. Alright, clearly reclaim up here. And it's still minor. None of these say fire, but this does say air. And Gathering Dahan does damage, so that seems good. So now we can start, I think, trying to win the game here. So we gather a couple Dahan in these lands. That kills guys. We can also use our, like, you know, blowy uppy powers. We don't have a lot of energy, do we? I want Harbingers. I want that if I can afford to play it. Not like energy-wise, but elements-wise. We're probably gonna want Lightning Spoon. So what are we doing here? I wish we could ever play rituals. We just don't have... We've never had a good spot for it. We want Draw the Fruitful Earth. We would love to repeat it. So actually, maybe we play that in rituals just for the elements. Or we reclaim because if we reclaim, we can get poison land back and blow up this stuff. Let's say we reclaim, then we don't need to worry about going back. Let's put presence, I guess, here. So we play Poison Land and draw the Fruitful Earth, and we have to play a card with Sun on it. Is there a place where Rituals actually does something? Like, the 2 damage is enough, right? Like, I don't care about doing more than that. I guess we could arrange to get the Dahan somewhere by having the repeat. Like, draw the Fruitful Earth twice. Or even one. The thing is, once into here, it kills the Dahan. Or kills the town, and then we're happy. I'm just going to have that on tap here, and we'll see. So Poison Land clears that. Draw the Fruitful Earth clears that. Draw the Fruitful Earth number 2 clears that. And we still have this, which could be, you know, destroy a town, shatter homesteads. Okay. Harbingers kills this. I guess any place that they're ravaging. The thing is, by moving the Dahan there, though, like, there's no place where they're ravaging and there's enough Dahan except for this. Which right now is 10 damage. Which is a lot. We could use Gold's Allure. But what we probably want to do is let's just, like, blow up the 2 buildings here, right? With our innate power. Oh wait, we want Lightning's Boon. Definitely. Like, if instead of Enticing Splendor we played... Enticing Splendor lets us kill stuff, though. Does this... I think this might work out. Let's play through this and see. So... there is too much damage here. Is with power better than Draw the Fruitful Earth? Maybe not. Poison Land. Let's just play it out. Oh, we actually could use Rituals here. That's interesting. Do I want to gather a guy? 1. No, I don't even... Oh yeah, having 4... No, I want to not gather a guy. Just in case they do get to build. Because the extra guy pops up there. Alright, no outnumbering down here. We do have these 2 spots. So I was going to Gift of Strength and pull guys into here. But let's see. We can also, like, shatter one of these. Which I don't want to move the Dawn out of this way. So let's do that to begin with. Pops that guy up there. I guess, yeah, we don't want to... If we're gonna we're using Gold's Allure to pull a town. Sure, and an Explorer. Just out of here. Actually, if I'm gonna use Enticing Splendor, it has to be in that land. Right? Yeah. I guess it could be in this land. Say we do this. Strike the city. There's still way too much. There's still 10 damage in there. We destroy this town. Yeah, we're like 1 power short, but we're not because we have a repeat still. All right, so push these 2 to Han in here. I think we're gonna win here. Just working out exactly. Here we gather 2 to Han. Yeah, we're good because of the repeat. And then we Gift of Strength to either one of us. Lightning. Have a Gift of Strength. And Harbinge these 2 into here. And there are actually no... Yeah, there are no lands where buildings outnumber. Oh no, there's still one. Hang on. That one. That one. That one's the big important one. In my mind, I was blowing up buildings there, but then I didn't. Wait, we're going to use rituals there. We're going to use rituals there. Oh, but I already used my fast powers too much. That's why. That's why. I can blow up buildings with my mind. In which case, can we... I mean, that's just a lot of damage. It's very bad. We can't afford to play Raging Storm at all because we have to play Lightning's Boon. I was wondering if we can get away with doing something different. Like not playing Gold's Allure. If we don't play Gold's Allure and we don't play Enticing Splendor and play other things. Yeah, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back, sorry. I think we have to go back. I think we almost had it. No. Okay. The thing is with, if we play, wait. Oh, I can't afford, I'd have to not play Shatter Homesteads, which probably means it's not worth it. It'd have to be these. To destroy the 2 buildings here. The thing is there's so many explorers here. And there's still going to be explorers. That land's just too problematic. And we don't have a town destroy. I think we can try to localize what they're doing. But they're still going to be building more stuff. That's the problem. I was just trying to like... Would have been faster to lose? Yeah, that's true. Problem is they're going to be building new buildings, which is going to make it harder. So I just want to get... I need to... I think if these 2 Dahan are here, they're still outnumbering, right? That's the thing. Because there's 2 Dahan, and there'd be only 1 building left, actually. I only have to destroy 1 building here. So why... I don't necessarily need to destroy 2 buildings there. And by not playing Shatter Homesteads, I miss out on that. So, going back to this, we just have to play cards. I think we have to do things slightly differently. That's the thing. We have to think about not gathering a town here and leaving the Dahan here. That's the important thing. Or just don't even use this. It's just here for the element, right? I think I used that too early. I think that might have been the problem. And then there was too many buildings here, because I can destroy the city here. Actually, I want to destroy the town, because destroying the city is worse. Because it makes a town. Alright. Then draw no explorers. Gather 2. I think this will work. And if it doesn't, we go back again. This is the way. Harbinge. As long as I have enough air. I do, I think, because of Enticing Splendor. Here. Oh, right. Alright, hang on. Splendor these guys first. We have to send them on a little trip. This is what we have to do. Then harbinge them into here. Then shatter this guy. We still end up with 1 town. But wait, it's all about where the town is. So actually, yeah, okay. Then harbinge. They just have to equal, right? We don't have to destroy the towns. We just have to not outnumber. There we go. That was the thing I didn't really think about. Was the final move is not to kill the towns, but just to equal them. Which we actually probably could have done even faster if I had realized that. I was just like, I gotta destroy the towns. And it's a messy board, but it's a victory. And the outcome is yes, I won. That was fun. Second wave. Seems horrifying. Let's do it. No prediction. We're just gonna play this fast. I was gonna be like, oh, we're not playing again, but we'll play a quick second wave. Lightning has no major powers. Let's grab Lightning's Boon. Seems like a pretty game-changing card to set aside. And unlock the gates. Gets the threshold. Does it get the threshold even if it has like ridiculous thresholds? 10 or fewer elements, which it requires a lot more than that. So maybe it's Poison Land. I mean, free major power is nice. Let's take the free major power. Too many beasts. Oh, it was going to let me use the power. That's weird. Let's leave both the beasts up there. Why does it want me to use a power? That's weird. That activation should not be still there. I'm just going to make a quick use power activation sticking around during second wave cleanup phase. It keeps prompting me briefly to use unlock the gates. I don't think you can actually use it or anything, but it's appearing and disappearing. Yeah, I'm on the multiplayer public beta. You can play second wave in single player, just not multiplayer right now. Hopefully this works. Spinning. Okay. Oh, we're attaching. I'm gonna get some more water. I'll be right back. It's going very slow. Oh, it's going okay. Wow, this upload is slow. We're getting there. CC's thought I said the Dallas airport is slow, which is probably true. Seems possible. So in the second wave, we will not have the Dahan insurrecting. We'll have a bunch of blight. Oh my goodness, attachments. Stream seems okay. It's just this going a little slow. $54. All right. Click a blight to remove it. Don't love coastal blight where those cities are, right? So. All right, Thunder Speaker has arrived, along with Sharp Fangs. And yeah, let's go for the coastal beastland. Mountain jungle. I guess this is not super different setup, just more. Is there less Dahan? There's only 5 up here and 5 down here. So yeah, we lost a couple Dahan. We have a disease back here instead of on the coast. But nope, they didn't explore back here, so that's fun. I think we would like to blow this up. And this. I don't know that we can do both. We could stop this build. So we want the big old. Let's do this. Manifest, sudden ambush. We do the best we can and do as much damage as we can, and maybe we can defend it next turn. If it's not enough, it's probably enough. I'm not going to math it. The ending was I realized I didn't have to destroy all the towns. I just had to not be outnumbered by them. So move 1 Dahan into the land instead of 2. And that's what I needed to click. I think we want to prevent this build in the Cascade land. Be nice to stop this too. This is just kind of like bad. Problem is it's going to be tough for us to do damage in here. So if we do like... Oh yeah, we can actually just put presence in there. So either prey on the builder, yeah, prey on the builders here, and terrifying chase there, or vice versa. Maybe prey on the builders here, because like keeping this from being explored is nice. So we put presence here. We play terrifying chase and prey on the builders. That gets us the animal we need. Get a power card. Hey, look, teeming rivers. That seems good. Oh, but I can't terrifying chase. Oh wait, I can move my beasts to get my presence there at the right time. So yeah, it didn't probably really matter which way I did it. We can bring the beastie. We will leave our presence in the jungle though. And gather beast. Move presence. Push beasts. Move presence. And we'll terrifying chase the town out of there. Maybe just pile everything up in here or here. Cool. Then down here, sudden ambush is it. Explore the sands. Gross. Add a town. I'd love this to not continue to not be explored, but I don't want to put a town in there. Yeah, I guess it is D1. And here can be B1. There are towns everywhere. Why is that? All right, terrifying chase, so not into the sands. If we get a big defend card, we didn't pass up a big defend card, right? I probably would have noticed and thought about that. We could potentially get a big defend card, so like we could put a bunch of Dahan in here. It's kind of risky though, right? Because if we don't, we're kind of screwed. So I think we don't. I mean, if we get the defend card, we still probably defend it, but just get everything out of there. Fear. All right. Gather warriors. I only get to gather 2, but we can bring presence. So we do 4 damage, which isn't quite enough, but it does mean weaken words of warning next turn. Cool. All right. We're gonna have not a lot of energy here. I guess we play Teeming Jungle to remove the blight that they add there. I need a Sacred Site. I guess I can convert him to a beast or pull him out. If we do those, we can actually do some beastie damage, but there isn't a land where we can do enough. Yeah, I think we look for a power card, and if we get a defend, we make use of it. Nope. I mean defend 2. Use slow as if it were fast. I don't think that actually does a whole lot. Would let us add a beast to a mountain or wetland. Fast. That would let us do 3 damage here, which is still not enough. So Yeah. Monsters. Guess this could add a beast in here fast if I play that, but then we don't have the elements, so it doesn't really do anything. This card is not good for me to pick. I'll take this, I guess. Blight removal's okay too. Add presence to jungle or land with beasts, yeah. Guess if we destroy this town, then maybe we get a defend in coastal lands or something if we get a fear card. Might be worthwhile. I think we want to make a sacred site. We don't need to plant this turn. If we're doing like this. We do have another 0 cost card. Like 2 near. Convert him, then it's 3 to actually it destroys the city, right? So that's pretty good. Sure, let's do that. And down here, we're probably gonna add presence to land with Dahan. So we're just gonna defend this and stay away from there right now. We can't get anywhere. Except our little corner right now. It's funny. Let's get up to more energy. I guess we just make sacred sites. Need a power that adds to Han. Just put another in there. Put our eggs in our basket. All right. And destroy the city. I think that makes sense. We can't really do enough to these to do much. Those are going to be brutal. They all have cities. I leave my presence there, I think. And I can push 2. Let's push them over here so we can do it again. Next turn. Each city does +2 damage. We're gonna get a fear card. Add disease, but ignore disease this time. I think this is gonna be bad in the future. And this wetland probably going to be bad in the future. I don't know. Fear card says, remove 1 explorer. Cool. Well, okay. Level 1, right? At least we can preserve this disease. And we can make -1 damage. Doesn't really matter up there. That guy's dead. Just 1 less damage in here. Might be able to deal with it. Sorry, Dahan. Yikes. Explore the jungles and they add a town. Jungles are bad. Well, actually, jungles are not bad. This jungle's bad. We can work on that with Thunder Speaker. Adding a town. Guess this mountain is the place. And adding a town. Definitely not there if we can help it. Oh, I don't want to. I don't want them to explore it. I also don't want them to build a city there. Don't love any of these options. I guess if they explore here, we just get rid of it. It's too near the jungle, but all right. So we need to get our warriors out of this corner and into this. So we gather 3, push 2. Actually, if I gather 1 more from there, I can send more presents, which will be good. But I don't want to take out of here. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I don't want to send more to the bottom. It's 4 damage here, and if we bring Voice of Thunder, friends. Just like 1 go that way, 1 go this way. These are just blighting, right? Like we can't really worry about that. These maybe we can do enough here. I don't even think we can. I think we could add a beast, but not in the land types we care about. So I'm just gonna remove a blight. And stop them building. As much as I don't want them building the back, I don't want them building in line with blight more. Alright, so here we have 9 damage, which is enough. And we can play manifestations and some free cards, so let's plan to do that. Gold's Allure, Lord of the Unknown, much better. I want this card, but Lord of the Unknown is excellent, and great elements. Fire in the Sky is lovely. But I'm not going to get to play it. I mean, we might take it. It's perfect elements and it's excellent, so. We're playing that. I guess we only have 2 plays, but it's not like we have that many plays. If I play this, we do get a Town Destroy, but we don't get... Either way, we don't get our movement. I guess, did I pass up any free cards that have animal? We don't need our movement this turn, though, right? Lord of the Unknown stops this build. So... we can gather him into here. That seems worthwhile. We're getting 3 blight. That is just what's happening. Unless, what's the unless? We get a power card that can defend 3. That's an option. Then we add 2 blight. So we're playing the island no matter what. So it doesn't really make a huge difference. Kind of just want to gain a card and play 3 if we get the right elements, or get plant if we don't. Let's see. Defend 4 in a jungle. Is that worth it? Also, excellent elements here. I may do both. I may do both. Yeah. That's too good. And if we add presence, we can destroy both towns. or we could not and destroy the city. Where else might we want presence? I mean, we would convert it, obviously. So we go for 3-card plays, right? Because we have 2 plants and enough animals now. And we actually get that too. So that's cool. So I guess there's not really a place where it matters where we deal the damage. We could stop the build, but we could also just let them build and destroy it with, or move it with Here There Be Monsters, or destroy it with our innate, or add strife, or any number of things. So let's just like take the target that we have here, destroy the city, which means we don't do that. Make a sacred site back here. We don't convert because we want sacred sites for our many sacred site powers that we have for some reason. And I can push beasts, which might... Actually, if there's 2 beasts here, they might stop the ravage. So that's a thing. Yeah, I guess it's Here There Be Monsters, pushes and generates fear, and then Frenzied Assault, like somewhere. There's going to be somewhere to use that. And Lure the Unknown to stop this build. Cool. What's the event got? Missionaries. Cities do +3 damage. Well, we don't care about that. Yeah, 2 fear per player, so fear card. Each beast destroys explorer. Doesn't really do anything. Curse the Tongues, assuming we can afford it. Yeah, we have a bunch of cards to discard here. We could forget cards, but let's just discard some. Now we need 1 more energy, which we can just pay. Add disease to a land with city. Well, we could restore the disease that's here, but it is going to be empty. So I think these sands that are going to be blighted are probably good to put disease in. And it might also stop the ravage. Add a beast. Do beasts stop ravages sometimes? I don't know. Put one in there anyway. Defend 3 in all coastal lands. Hey, we stopped a blight. 1 blight. Blighted island promising farmlands. Add a town and a city to an inland land without town or city. Cool. That's great. Won't be the jungle, so it's going to be this mountain. And the ravage has happened already, so it may as well be this sand. Is there blight as well? What is the blight from? Oh. Oh, because they then ravaged that. That's not cool. It's not cool, man. We should get to pick the orders. I think there's already a card for that. That shouldn't happen. All right. Click a land to add a town. Not the jungle. Well, it had to add to the jungle there. It's annoying. lands have arrived. All right, let us manifest. Take care of that business. Well, this says no blight. Add disease and add strife. See, I think I'm just foregoing the extra fear here to push this away. Just put this into town party. And if we do this, we can take out the town. And here we can add strife, a disease, and a fear, and a strife, and one of each. Guess that deals with B6 nicely, automatically. Even better if we can get Dahan in there. And we just have B1 to worry about, which we can deal with. Maybe. There's disease, so it's not getting bigger. Down here we have D1 and D3, which both have towns in them already, and that's annoying. And we probably need to reclaim our cards. We can lure. If we lure a town, they ravage. I guess we could lure in Words of Warning. Still only play 2 cards. That's just going to be... we have to reclaim, right? We cannot just only play Sudden Ambush to do nothing. Back to the joint hunt. Call to tend, not bad. Call to trade, not bad. One damage per Dahan present. Yeah, I like that. So I guess we could manifest again in one of these places as well. Like if we do Pact the Joint Hunt and manifest, can we do enough damage to like do enough? Probably. But we can't afford that. We're only gonna have 2 energy. So let's grab this. That's very good for us. This is really good elements and removes blight from Mountain Sands where there is lots, so sure. I guess we could do Lure the Unknown and Fire in the Sky. It doesn't even solve the land though, like that's the problem. Like this, if we can get 5 Dahan into a land. But we're not gonna, I guess we have Voice of Thunder. Gather 2. Though they just aren't where we need them to be. So that doesn't work. What are we doing up here? We're reclaiming, but we need energy. Which we don't have. So we get the +3 energy because we're going to want to play cards. And let's get a miner as well. Call to Bloodshed. You'd love to see it. Alright, phase 3 is here, right? So we actually... is stage 3 here? We can play this. It won't let... maybe it's not because I'm... oh yeah, we've placed set-aside power. Okay, so we can do the set-aside powers, which lets us do Lightning's Boon, which might help. I guess the invader actions are actually covered up here. There's disease. They're just obviously still doing stuff. Call of Bloodshed is nice to have around. 9 Root Biters. It's okay. Prowling Panthers is pretty good. Add more beasts. Sure. Seems appropriate for beasties. If we got Lightning's Boon, what would we use? We can't afford any good powers. We can definitely play this. Do we want to play that? I'm sure we could make it useful. Because, like, we can just pile some beasts in here and do a bunch of damage, right? So, cards that add beasts, like the one we just picked up. Except that's only Mountain Jungle. That one adds a beast. We could convert our presence to beast as well, if we could get it in there. We could add strife and more disease. And this adds a beast. So add 2 beasts in here. Use our innate, which does 3 damage. Sure. And over here, something else. This one has blight, so I'd really like to not have them go there. So Lure the Unknown really can only bring stuff into here, which is fine if we can defend it or whatever, right? So, which we could. Either defend it or strife it. Would you rather have an animal? Yeah. I don't love it because they still end up building. But I don't really see much amazing other options for me to do this turn. They still build a city here, but we can... I don't know. We gotta unlock the gates. We'll get some new options. So Lightning's Boon up here. Teeming Rivers. And Teeth Gleam. Gather a Beastie. And may as well share the Beast Love a little bit. Because there's just going to be a town there. Actually, we can even just strife it too, so... Scatter the Beast a little bit to do more damage. And... Actually, maybe I should put a Beast in there. Back in there, that is. Sure. And lure. Warn, and one player gets a major power. Well, we have the +4 energy here. Let's do it here. Tigers hunting, of course. Come on. Death Falls Gently. Jungle Sands. we can still get this. There's tons of beasts on the board. It's probably worth having this. We have places to use it. And elements are still alright. They don't ravage in lands with disease or strife, which doesn't really matter. Add blight to an inland, and we can prevent it by blah blah blah. Cool. Well, there's none of those tokens in the lands anyways, and we can push one from a land with Dahan. Oh, okay, cool. We can actually get more into here to get killed. Yeah, I don't love this. So add a blight, I guess, to this sand in the back. And I'm not destroying presence for it at this point. This one, I guess, can be here because there is strife. Would have liked that next, I guess, I don't know. We didn't need it next turn. Right, so here, push this town. And we can actually also push this out so they don't build here. Put that in the back corner and forget about it. I'm sure that'll be fine. Skip and explore. Cool. They only end up building a single town. Sands and mountains. Here we go. That's going to be trouble. That's going to be a bit of trouble. All right. Yeah. So frenzied assault here. I guess we were going to strike this. But it might be better to put this in a sands or mountains, right? So frenzied assault can take care of the ravage here this way. Take care, pending the event. Same thing here, really. Inflame the fires. I kind of like back here, I think. I guess it would just sort of solve this B2. Makes B7 like better. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we just give up on B7 because it does solve B2. There's also the like cascading ones, which are probably more important to worry about. They do have disease already, but adding strife is nice. Thunder Speaker's gonna have to worry about this stuff. Yeah, that's a lot. Not gonna lie, that's a lot. I think it's got to be one like this cascade one. You have to get that to a manageable level. And yeah, let's get the warriors. Get the warriors back from the jungle. That ravage is occurring. I guess we want to leave that sacred site there to strafe that town. I guess we can get these to hunt out of here. I want to get presence back to here though, because we want to manifest in this cascade one probably. Or in this one. That's also a cascade one, isn't it? So actually, yeah, we can gather here then. We still have a sacred site. And we move one over there. 6 damage. And this can be strafed or defended. And we have the beastie power. And we can actually get to 3 card plays. Alright. We don't have a lot of energy, but we can get to 3-card plays, which I think is pretty important. All right, I want to get presence down this way. Well, here. And down here. Three energy. Which would be manifest, if that's what we want to do. Oh, it's too expensive. Wait, we have this. That's actually a lot of damage. And can we get away with playing that, I wonder? And buying this guy for that land. That gives us Town Destroy. Town Destroy, and then Pact of the Joint Hunt to do 3 damage to kill the city. And also remove Blight from a place that's going to cascade. Cool. That seems good. And here we get to reclaim 1 if we want. So maybe we take 3 energy, reclaim 1. Firstly, there's Blight in the places where we can't handle it. We could like stop a build in one of these places that doesn't have disease. Try to get more damage out of this. This is a good place for Tigers hunting next turn, I think, if we can afford to play it. I guess next turn we take the +4 energy. +4 energy, reclaim 1. Maybe. Tigers hunting and manifest if we can afford that. And a defend. Might be enough for something like this. All right. So, I guess we can stop this build pretty easily with our innate power. Our innate power can actually scale up so much higher, but we just don't have the beast in the right places. But there is a beast there. I think I want to play Prey and the Builders somewhere. Maybe here, where there are Dahan. Could also do 3 damage there. We convert that to a beast. Energy. If we do this and this, we don't have enough. Oh, we do. Yeah, we're not getting enough plant, right? Need a card that says plant on it. Teeming Rivers. Blame the Fires has Strife on it, so I like that. And Great Elements. Yeah, I need another card with plant, so it has to be Tune of the Jungle, unfortunately. So you destroy the city, stop the build, makes that easy to deal with. We still get some problem lands, but try to use the Dahan to our advantage. I think we don't move that presence because we want it in the jungle there. And we put a couple beasts in here and hope they do some work for us. They might be able to kill that stuff and then there's dealt with. So leave my presence here. And Fire in the Sky strafes this. And then I'm sure everything is fine. What could possibly go wrong? Add blight to a land adjacent to a land with blight. Cool. I don't love that. I guess this B1 is okay. They're not doing plus damage, right? Each beast generates fear. Add to Han. Cool. And here we kind of have to destroy presence because we're destroying presence or putting it in here, which seems really bad. And we don't need the super stack here. Just need a stack. How many blight do you have left? 5. It is here on the screen. Beast's Prowl. Generate fear. A lot of fear. And add Dahan to a land with Dahan. Yes. Yes, please. More here. Two fear cards. At level 2. Remove up to 3 health of invaders from land with disease or 1 from an inland. Oh, that's amazing. That solves this land. And it solves this land. Or potentially this one. But this one we're going to, like, attack. So yeah. If we do this, then this land is sorted. If we do that, this land is sorted. Remove 1 from a land with 2 or fewer invaders. Cool. So we can stop them building a city here, stop them building entirely. Yeah, this place where they're cascading seems definitely like a good place to stop the city build. Although I wonder if I could, hang on, I might be able to destroy that. What have we got here? So, gather 1 Dahan in here is 4 damage. But we also have, yeah, we have Lead the Furious, and we've Gather the Warriors. So if we gather 3, push 3, because we could use probably Lead the Furious Assault to destroy this town. Oh, but it's, yeah, the problem is there's going to be a city there by the slow phase. So let's do, yes, definitely destroy this. But we don't necessarily have to stop the build entirely because we can destroy the town that they do build. Which means we could stop them building a city here. Or they're not building a city here. We just stop them building a city here. Yeah, okay. That works. Alright, that's a problem, but these 2 big lands, at least there's only like 2 major problem lands now. And of course, you know, escalation. Not escalation, but stage 3 is gross. And this, of course, completely different lands, so I can't benefit from any ravages clearing things out. Which may or may not be good, I don't know. Alright. Some lands are sorted, some lands are not. So my thinking is gather. Yeah, the problem is I can only move Dahan once with this. So we could destroy the town. Yeah, I guess we could just defend this. If we reclaim our defend card, right? So Lead the Furious and pack the joint hunt to deal with that. Up your guard. We still have this, but it's only 1 damage. I guess it would, like, stop a build. We might need the Blight to be back on the card, though. I don't know. Maybe stopping the build is better than removing Blight. And here, gather 3. Leave that 1 here. We are kind of just, that's just happening, I think. And push. And that's just happening. Those 2 are just happening. We'll focus on the lands we can actually deal with. I guess we could move 1. All right, so we'll defend this in the best phase with Words of Warning. Guess we could lure it, but not, I don't know where we can't lure it anywhere. We play we play Tiger's Hunting. I don't know if that's enough. It's a lot. 1 damage per beast. It's not enough. Maybe that it might be way enough damage to blow that stuff up. It's a thought. Could do. I think we're gonna do manifestations and maybe sudden ambush to stop a build. And Words of Warning for the defend here. Sure. All right. Tune of the Jungle stops a build for sure. In one of a couple places. Both of them are bad. This one doesn't have any Dawn, I guess, so just pick that one. And Inflame the Fires can, yeah, strafe this mountain, so we don't need to worry about it. And I guess actually, hang on. Strafe this. And Frenzied Assault there. Seems better. Alright. Cool. We're making progress on the fear track, but we're still... There's only 3 cities, but they are building more. That is the problem. They keep doing more. Alright, we want to add presence and gain energy. If I want presence up here, I can't really. Actually, I could get presence up here. If we want, but I think I just want it around here. Does this do anything this turn? Not a lot. Sudden ambush might be better. Stops the build entirely, like down here or in the down here. Yeah, we can lead the Furious for one of the towns they build as well. There's also this. Unfortunately, there are 2 explorers there. And we don't have enough Dahan. We have Reclaim 1 here. We don't have enough plant. We'd have to reclaim a plant. We could gain a power card and have 5 cards to play. Actually, we can't play 5. We could play 4. Just with the reclaim 1, we can play 4. That's if we don't take off plant, though. So yeah, we can't have it both ways unless we gain a power card that has plant. which we do want. We want that plant, so we should make sure we get it, right? So that means we can still try for it, because if we don't get it, we just do the presence plant. But if we do get one, then we get one. Hey, look. Amazing. Mountain Jungle defend 3. Well, this has the right elements. It doesn't really do what I want. But I'm clicking on it. And now we can, unless I want a different card, I think we want 4 card plays. And we're going to convert it to a beast and run amok in there. Because yeah, Tiger's Hunting is going to do 4 damage. The other thing's going to do more damage. It's like overkill. But that's the kind of killing I like. Maybe I shouldn't actually add presence or convert presence. Something with... Yeah, either add beast or remove blight is pretty good here, so let's continue to do that. Teeming Rivers. And... Prowling Panthers. Terrifying Chase works here. So does this, but it only pushes 1. So we are short of fire for the extra damage, which is sad. All right. Is there a particular order we care about doing this in? I don't know. Push beasts. I choose not to. Do 5 damage. Well, it's strafed, but dead anyway. I think that's worth the fear. Put a beastie in here. And over here. And I'll come over here. That's a jungle. Also a terrifying chase spot. In that case, I mean, I was going to sudden ambush there, but I could just sudden ambush down here instead. Let's just do it here. All right. New species, add beasts, aided by moon, which we have a little bit of. We would have to forget some cards, which is fine, we've got lots. Transmute the worst. Also, we're gonna get energy, probably. We're going to damage, add disease to a land with both, and damage Dahan there. Oh, we forgot to defend this. We were going to defend this. We didn't. That's a cascade. What did I reclaim? Did I forget to reclaim a card and play it? I think so. It's too late for that. Whoops. I definitely was going to do that, and then I didn't. Maybe the fear card will... It's very likely a fear card will help us here, right? So... That's a boo-boo. Here, we can discard this. And then we can forget a different card. Which would I forget? Probably, like, Prey in the Builders. Add beasts. We can add beasts here in case it helps. And here in case it helps. Add disease. Oh yeah, we could stop them building here. Do not build in lands where they outnumber. Please help with the ravage. Defend 1! Plus additional defend. Yay! Alright, we totally planned that. Trust fall with the fear card. Alright, they built a city, just one. So we're back to 3 cities after destroying one. Mountain and explore, mountain and wetland. And 1 more card again. Gotta get rid of that city in the bottom corner, especially now. So we want to like get warriors over here, blow that up next turn, and use beast to destroy other things. So we have to remove the blight from these places so we can do damage. That's really annoying that is 2 damage. Here we could generate a bunch of fear. I like that. We're in the situation where maybe we can win. There's 2 cities up here and 1 down here. The problem is Sharp Fangs doesn't have a good way to destroy a city fast. There is, if we can get Dahan in the right place, then I guess here we can get 2 Dahan. Get 2 Dahan in here. I need the blight to not be in here though. Can we do 1 more damage? I don't think so, right? Don't think we have that ability. Because we can add a ton of fear. Three. Which I think that level 3 fear card is pretty strong, so that might actually help us. I think we still remove that, because that's the best place for us to attack, I think. So I was thinking we could like chase out of here to get the Dahan in here, but I don't know that we can actually do anything with them. So we might just have this 1 city left that we can't do much with, and they're not building more cities except down here and here right now. So maybe we can do something about that. This only works in mountain jungle, which is annoying. I guess we do have access down here, don't we? I don't know what for, though. I have Frenzy's Assault, but I don't want to remove a beast necessarily. I want to push all this stuff into here. I guess I want to kill that stuff. That's the thing. I don't want them to build more cities, so I want to... It's kind of a lot for one land, but... I'm not anywhere else where there's towns, right? So, yeah. Push these all in here. And we're gonna get another fear card, so there's that. So yeah, this is a city build. This is a city build. This is obviously the main priority for Thunder Speaker. We have gather 3, push 2. Can we get 4 into here? I don't like this, but maybe Sharp Fangs can do something about it. I want to use manifestations down here next turn. I guess it doesn't need to be manifestations, just kill the city, but... Yeah, if we get all of these 4... we get this guy. I want to leave this one guy here for the Ravage, so can I get... 4 into here? If I need to get 4 into one land, right? Which I can from this land. I think this is the only way. I don't think we even need that much presence. And then we put these in here. We can destroy 2 towns. And then that's plenty of damage for the city. Problem is they're building a city here. They're cascading here, which is not great. Alright, reclaim 1, don't forget. It did work out. And we have 2 fear cards at level 3, which is pretty great. Alright, we want to reclaim... we have reclaim all, but we can play 4 cards, right? So we can't afford a major. Don't even bother. Oh, Tiger's hunting. Defend 6. If there were Dahan there, that would be amazing. Gather up to 2 if there are no invaders present. Could use that here. Bad elements, though. Age of Resilience is great elements. Spur on is also great, but I think it's probably that. And are we adding presence? I think we're gaining energy. Yeah, we're not really a fast spirit, are we? We might need to use this just to avoid this blowing up here. This is blowing up too. It's awkward. I think we just hope that we trust fall for the fear there, and if it cascades there, basically. We're only getting like 2 damage here, so it's not great, but it's enough with the defend 6. We do that, we get the big damage, so we can destroy a city. This one. Because we're going to get another Ravage here next turn. So I think that's the plays, probably. Because right now they're building a new city here and cascading it. Ugh. I don't know what we're doing about that. Here, are we reclaiming 1, or are we... what are we doing? What's our reclaim 1? Tiger's hunting. Problem is there's blight. Doesn't work there. We could remove blight, but Tiger's hunting to do, like, whatever. We're just gonna use. All we need is manifestations here. So if we reclaim 1 other card, is there a card that we could use to deal with that land? Oh, we could defend 6 here and let that blight. So then can we get Dahan in here to stop the city being built? Which we, yeah, we could. Words of warning there. If we can get a Dahan there. Or sorry, sudden ambush. Or fire in the, sudden ambush so they don't build the city, right? Play these 2 cards. Don't reclaim. Get fire and sun. Let's see. Maybe get up here so we can help out. Problem is with that blight, that's really going to interfere with doing stuff in the fast phase next turn. Oh, I wonder if we can get to that 4 and 3 there. We're not playing enough cards. But maybe next turn and do it fast? I don't know if we can do that. We might not have enough energy. We definitely won't have enough energy, right? We don't have the right elements on our cards to do that with such little energy. We might not be able to do it. I don't know. Sacred Site. Nope, wrong presence. Wrong presence. So if we do that and play these two, we manifest here for 8 damage. We sudden ambush, literally just to get a Dahan here so that it can destroy the town with nature's resilience. I think that's the point of that. I don't have any other fast Dahan movement. The problem then is we have Blight here and we don't have a way to win that. We don't have a way to get rid of the Blight. We need to get rid of it for the fast phase. Oh wait, we have Frenzied Assault. Frenzied Assault kills this, but then there's Blight here. But Teeming Rivers removes the Blight. Okay. Teeming Rivers removes the Blight that they add there. And then we use Tiger's Hunting next turn and everything to blow up the city. Okay, I think we got that then, pending the event. I don't think we need to convert a presence into beasts. I think this mountain one might be okay to do. I guess we might get an event that says delete presence or whatever, right? We're gonna want to have some presence. So I don't think we need to do that. All right, let's go with it. So, defend 6 here. Sudden ambush here to get a Dahan. There's like, no, there's a thing that says increased damage if you're ravaging where there's presence, right? So let's not bring presence. So that kills the town. Also, I hope they don't have +1 health. Ranging Hunt kind of could go anywhere, but may as well be here. We don't have enough damage to finish off the city. Hello, Logic Dolphin. Welcome. Does it prevent them building a new city? Like, not really, right? That cascade is happening, right? That's a trust fall. We could stop them building a town, stop them building towns, whatever. We need more beasts in here, right? We need to leave one there. And sure, destroy a town. And leave them there in case they destroy the city for us with the event. That could happen. Didn't happen. Add Blight to a land with or adjacent to blah blah blah, and we can destroy presence. Yeah, so that's the thing. We can add Blight to this pretty safely. In here, I don't really want to add Blight to that land because my presence is there. I don't want to add to cause a cascade, so I guess we're removing presence. just these two that are in here, I think. What else do we get? Defend 1 per Dahan in the land. Hey, look! Event trust fall for that. Yeah, I think this one is destroying presence. Oh wait, no, that's not the one. No, go back. On each board, choose a land with disease. Right. Yeah. Not that one. So it's this one, which we already have the city taken care of. I mean, that does solve the land, but also the Ravage solves the land, right? Because of the next thing. I guess it's here. Could be there, but let's do it there. Push any number from 1 land. Interesting. So we can, I mean, that's already, we can stop them from building here. Stop them from building in a few places. Interesting. Send these guys into the sands. Not that they matter. And stop this guy from building, I guess. Go in the jungle. Could go here, I guess. I don't know. He'll die if he goes there. Alright, put him where he's gonna die. Sands are the big litter box. Add strife in a land with or adjacent to beasts. They skip all normal actions in lands with beasts. So they're not even blighting there. Wow, that's an amazing fear card to get with Sharp Fangs. Wow. Means they're actually skipping the Ravage there, but oh well. We don't... They're skipping their actions, so we don't really care. I don't know. Strife this city we're gonna blow up. Strife, this guy. Guess we could have stopped this build, but it's just a town, so. Sands and jungle. So I think we have the win here. We're destroying 2 of these in the slow phase. This is enough to kill everything. Oh, it's not. There's too many explorers. Oh, there's a town hiding there. That's why. That's fine. And Frenzied Assault finishes off this city. Even better, there's no blight here. Yeah, the Explorer's over. It's Precious 6. That happened last game too. I think we won in the fast phase of last game, right? So there was 1 more card. We want to team the rivers. Yeah. We're gonna kick that right in the butt. But I don't know. We're clicking things now. Doesn't matter. Is there a town we can destroy? I guess so. If we gather the warriors and lead the furious in here. All right, we don't need Tiger's Hunting, but we could have Tiger's Hunting. I gathering our friends. And use that somewhere. Alright, so it's really up to either of these who wants to finish it off. Tigers hunting is all we need. And let's just add more presents. We don't even need tigers hunting, we just play cards here too, but we can add more presents as well and turn it into a beast. Sounds good. GG. Sharp Fang's gonna come watch. Guess I might have gotten the threshold on that, but there's basically not many adjacent lands without blight. Pretty blighted. Alright, there will be no third wave, but that was fun. Follow-up game to Dahan Insurrection turned into the Beastly Insurrection. $65 points. I didn't check the score, actually. We can see the score. 84 points on the first game with Dahan Insurrection. So, Dahan Insurrection is nice for extra points because it was difficulty 14. Alright, that will do it for a Handelabra Random Live. I guess I've been sitting off my camera for a while, but oh well. I'm going to get a new camera soon, so maybe that will be different. We'll see. And a new headset and stuff. So new equipment coming soon. That is going to do it for tonight. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Check out the ending card here for more streams. Have a good night, everyone.